I'm bored. Are you bored? Let's talk.
The Bored Milf.
Hey everybody, it's your girl, the Bored Milf. I'm bored. Are you bored? Let's talk. I have my co-host here again, making another visit. Rock for life.
I didn't want to write on my name. No, I'm
You
joking.
wrote
Hey
it?
everybody, how are you guys?
I'm like, wait a minute.
How
God
are you?
damn it.
How are you? How are you? How are you? All right,
Like,
how are
God
you?
damn it.
So,
So what are we talking about today?
my nice shirt.
And what does your shirt say?
Black King.
Black King Nutrition Facts. Serving size 1, melanin 100%, foolishness 0%, consciousness 100%, power 300%, and revolution 500%. All right, what does it say at the bottom? Percent daily values are based on your flexible diet.
And unfortunately, my diet is foolishness, but it won't be today. So, there's a lot of things going on in this world that we all know. People are getting shot by police officers. People are getting shot by regular other Americans that are armed with firearms. For me, if you live in a state where you need a driver's license to get a firearms, and not everything that we would need here in New Jersey, you would not be smart to have a $1,200 iPhone, $300 pair of sneakers, any type of car, and not have a firearm. If you can legally get one, I don't understand that. And the reason why I don't understand that because there are people that will get mad if you cut them off, jump out that car, and take you away from your family, your friends, other females that want to be with you,
Oh my God.
your boys that enjoy chilling with you, playing basketball, video games, whatever it is, even the lady at the corner store that you have conversation with. I don't see the point in not having it if you can legally have it. And there are a lot of states that have open carry. Why not? Now, if you feel like you are uncomfortable with the firearm, you should go to the range. You should take some classes. Understand that it's no different from having a cell phone. It is a piece of equipment that can be used in a great way or used in a bad way, such as your cell phone and the internet. So I believe that everyone should attempt to try and own a firearm. At least go to the range.
See, but we're in Jersey. That's easier for people like down south. So, and is it a little bit harder for anyone up here
No.
to obtain a firearm?
You just have to go through more paperwork. You have to go through more paperwork, and of course, the price of firearms are more expensive in New Jersey. Yes, it is a 6-month to maybe 8-month waiting period. But if you have a squeaky clean background and you don't have people on your social media throwing up all types of signs, not that I don't like signs. Now that marijuana is legal in New Jersey, look how long it took. But there's other places where it's just, it's no different than getting a Pepsi. I mean, a Pepsi will probably kill you faster than marijuana. But guess what, Pepsi? I don't know that because I don't drink it. And there should be a disclaimer involved in this. You know, I say stuff. But firearms are, if you use them correctly, they're great. They're not a tool used to threaten or intimidate anybody. They're a tool to protect your family against someone who is trying to intimidate or threaten your family. I'm not telling you to take it out, to the water park and, the dude on the slip and slide pushed my kid. No. But honestly, most people that actually have firearms understands the responsibility of it and will not just jeopardize their own safety like that. Because if you use it incorrectly, then you take yourself away from your family. And now your family, not that I'm saying they are defenseless, but it leaves them a little unbalanced. So I believe in firearms. I own firearms. Yeah. Got me a rocket launcher in the car for the garbage truck that like to block the street. No, I'm joking. Sorry.
Look. I've been to the gun range. I told you about maybe 2 or 3 times in my life.
Right.
I think I shot a 9.
Okay.
And that had a lot of kick to me. And that was scary because mine wound up getting jammed.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and like you remember you showed me before, you was like, no, hold it like this so that, or whatever, like underneath your...
Right.
Okay. So that's what happened to me. Like, I felt like a little burn.
Okay.
Because, I was holding it correctly, protecting wise, you know what I mean? But, when I shot it, it's the scariest sound. It makes my heart jump. And it's so scary to have to even get one and may potentially have to use it to protect you and your family. Mm-hmm. So why are you so for this? Like, have you ever been at a point in your life where you've been threatened, regardless of everything that's going on? We barely hear about this stuff happening around us, like here in Jersey. Like, obviously we have areas where it happens more frequent. You know what I mean? Yeah. But why do you feel like a lot of people should own firearms? Like, if they feel safe in their neighborhood.
True, but then when I look at it like this, you may not hear a lot about it in our area of New Jersey, but there is a lot going on. And there is also a control of the media of what gets out and what doesn't get out. But that's a whole nother segment. Now, you should own it because when it's your right. If that right is taken away from you, but of course, the people that are not following the law, they couldn't care whether you have one or not. It's if you don't have one, it's easier for them. But it just makes sense to have it because if you go jogging and you're in an area that you're familiar with, it doesn't mean you're safe. Familiarity does not mean safe. It means comfortable, and it makes you feel, what's the word? I say what probably puts you in a state where you're not observing everything that's going on around you.
Okay.
And that could put you at a disadvantage in certain situations. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying be Rambo. I'm not saying be top flight of the world. I'm not urging anyone to go out. I got a gun now. I got power. No. It's for protection. If a bear came in your house and you did not have a gun and your family escaped unscathed, would you get a gun afterwards?
Probably.
If a bear hit that door.
No, yeah, I'm serious. No, probably. If I lived in an area and we had bears and they just bust open a goddamn door and come ransacking the house, like, and everybody escaped, like you said, safe and sound. I mean, the potential of me staying in that home or have to stay in the home because I'm, buying it, I probably would.
Right, you would have to because a bear came there once. You don't want that to happen a second time.
True.
But if you had it the first time, hey, we got a nice little rug on this floor. We're gonna have some bear meat. Here's part of your Halloween costume. You got the Chewbacca Wookiee. Got this new bear chinchilla. Ain't nobody up on that. I'm popping, I'm balling, but no.
I can't.
My jokes are gonna be wild and reckless, everybody. It's just who I am. But safety is important. Safety is very important. And we've seen what happened when cop busted in somebody's house.
Yeah.
Took a girl's life.
Yeah.
The boyfriend fired the shot.
Yeah.
If the boyfriend would have heard the door, boom, and it was already there, and matter of fact, let me not even say that. Because I know I'm different. If I, boom, hear the door, I'm going to shoot a hole in every wall. I might not hit nobody. Mm-hmm. But you're going to duck down. You're not going to proceed. I mean, just in certain situations, it's an excellent thing to have. I mean.
So, here in New Jersey, how long, if someone went to get their gun license here in Jersey, how long would it take them to obtain it? Like, what are the routes that they have to go through?
You have to go online. You can fill the forms out online. Make sure your driver's license and your address is correct. That will hold up the process. Make sure you have reliable people that have a very good background, because they're going to be sent emails that they need to respond to. Not someone that responds to messages in like 3 weeks. Because that is the timing part in the process. They're doing a background check on you. It will probably take up to 6 to 8 months. But because everything's backed up now, it could take longer. But in this day and age with COVID, people not working, things are going to get really desperate and drastic.
Yeah, I can see
I
that
wouldn't be
coming.
surprised someone kicked in the door and came and took the food out your refrigerator. They didn't want no money. I don't want nothing. I just want some bread, milk, cereal, and cheese and eggs. We shouldn't be in a state like that.
Yeah.
We should be, food should actually be given, not, well, I can't say given out, but it should be, hey, listen, you don't have any money. We know you don't have any money. We're sending you some essentials.
Right.
Here you go. You got to pack a box of essentials every month to help lighten the load on what little money you may be getting, or just to keep your family afloat.
Yeah.
But back to the firearm process. Also talk to local law enforcement, Google, ask them questions, because it's easier to talk to an officer. Hey, officer, I got a question about firearm. If I do, how do I process goes? It's not a difficult process.
How long was your wait time? Like, once you submit the paperwork, how long did you have to wait?
My wait time went a while. The background check, it was like different things were popping up. You got a ticket over here. Like, what? I ain't even been over that area. You got to straighten that ticket out. Then, of course, you got to wait to get a court date. Then you probably want to get a lawyer. The fees are not expensive, but depending on which firearm you pick, is going to cost you. But you would need to go to the range first, start practicing, figure out what you like first. Then shop around, find the price. There's not many sales, but if you're in another area, you might find a sale over there. So you may want to go down there and get it once you get your paperwork. A carry permit is almost virtually impossible, depending on if you work for a company that requires you to carry your firearm. Then, of course, if you are able to carry it, you got to get a certain type of holster. You got to have a certain type of belt. There's a lot of different things involved. Also ammo. Now, ammo is scarce. But if ammo is scarce and they're still producing it, that means there are people that have their firearms that have a ton of ammo. Why? Because they think something might happen. And if they think something might happen and you think something won't happen, you don't happen to have your firearm, believe you're at a disadvantage. I mean, most of us watch Walking Dead. That was a halfway joke. It wasn't like really meant to be funny.
My bad.
But it is a process. My process definitely was like a year and some change.
Oh, wow.
Why? Because they were backed up.
Well, it doesn't depend on the county. Because here in Jersey, like, I had some girls from the job. We were going to start something. I got the application. I just never submitted it. So, but everybody else, one was in another town, different. So it was a different county, and someone else was in a different town, different county. And she got hers back fairly fast. So hers was like a few months. Cause again, she was in different counties, so I wonder if there's different restrictions or different requirements for different counties. So did you have to go based off your county?
Every county does have different requirements. Hers may have went faster because hey, everybody else in the community probably already got theirs.
True.
There's not a lot of paperwork on her desk.
So it seemed pretty simple for her, to obtain one. But so that's what I was asking. So basically, you're saying it depends on your background. What you have, what they find in your background.
It definitely depends on your social media too. You got to be very careful. Even if you delete some things, if you're gonna delete some things, I would say do that before you ever submit your paperwork.
Social media, like a job, like what are they looking for on your social media?
If you're
showing the gun and stuff.
If you have other friends that are throwing up guns that are in a state where they don't have them legally, I personally wouldn't want to fill out your paperwork and give you a firearm, knowing that.
You're associated with someone like that?
You got Steven over there who's jumping off of cars with a firearm. But it also depends on like your association with your friends sometimes. If you have like a bunch of friends that are in your circle, some of them may be felons, whatever the case may be, or criminal records, that's going to knock you. They will not give you a firearm for that.
Wow.
Like I said, make sure your paperwork is all up to date. Make sure your address and everything is correct, because that will delay the process. Make sure your people are sending your emails back. As soon as they get the email, click, fill it out, send it back. 2 seconds. Faster than a text.
So there's a whole. Are there certain type of firearms that are illegal for us to even have, even if you have one here in Jersey? Like, I don't know. I be watching TV.
There are a lot.
You know what I mean? And they like a sawed-off shotgun is like illegal. Why would a sawed-off shotgun? Why is that illegal?
Honestly, insurance purposes. If you can shoot that shotgun at one person and hit 19 other different people or 9 other different people, cause different property damage, this, that, and the other, that's going to be an insurance thing. Of course, locked up, dead, whatever, that's going to be another issue. But the control of damage is what I believe New Jersey tries to limit. If I'm wrong, someone please correct me in the chat because I'm not 100% right about this. I'm still kind of new at this. I know for legal purposes, there's not a lot. There's no telling where these buckshots or shells or whatever fragments are going to go to. And if you shoot here and God forbid you hit some innocent kid, the innocent kid dies, now they have to change the law. No shotguns.
Yeah.
Automatic weapons and stuff, there, whatever's not legal in New Jersey is not sold in New Jersey. If you go out of state to try and buy something, they look at your information, or you're from New Jersey, they will stop you and say you can't purchase this. Because I think that's good. I've been out of state where, yeah, let me get this right here. What does this thing do? Yeah, you got it, yeah. It's on sale, it's $300 cheaper. Yeah, give me 2. You're going to get one at a time. Okay. And pull out my information, looks, all right, yeah, bring it up looking. You live in New Jersey? Yeah. Can't get this, man. He just took it back. I was like, no. He was like, if you move here, you can. There are a lot of different other things about other states that are fabulous. Like, you can have a concealed carry permit in certain cities and not legally live in the city. And the city knows that. But it all depends on your job, too. Because I know I was doing different type of jobs. And they were like, hey, well, you should have it. I was like, I don't live here. He was like, well, the type of job that you do, you need to have it. So I was like, oh, let me go fill the paperwork out. And I filled the paperwork out, and they were like, okay, come back next week, because today is Friday, and I'll put your paperwork in, but somebody will probably do it on Monday or Thursday, and you'll have it on Friday.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I think I'm about to move. But, firearms, they're glorified in movies, but if you watch movies and then you fire the firearm, you're like, nah, bro. You see the difference in the Hollywood act and everything else, because you can't.
Yeah.
With proper training and stuff, you can probably be Keanu Reeves and do everything he was doing in... What's the movie?
Which one? John Wick?
Exactly. But, training. Go to the range. Take a course.
Yeah, I like going to the range. Okay, so like I said, there's a whole bunch of different types of firearms, right? So I think somebody had said something. What's a 40?
A 40 is a gun that has a bigger bullet than a 9mm. It does more damage.
So where is that legal here?
Yeah. There are some 40s that are legal. I don't know everything, everybody. I'm just going off of what I know, okay?
Yeah.
Don't jump on me.
Is it bigger than a 9?
Yes.
Really?
Difference of like the size of a nickel and a quarter.
So like if you have a short person and they pull that, so it has a bigger kick than a 9? A 40?
It depends on the make and model of the gun. It also depends on the grain, I believe, in the ammo. Because some ammo come 115 grain, which is the powder and stuff that's inside of it that gives the bullet the power. Correct me if I'm wrong, people. And then there's some that come 120 grain, 125. Sorry, my numbers are off. But it's a difference. I gotta probably have to go to the range and show you what I know, and then let the guy tell you everything that I don't know. But it's a definite difference. Most everybody carried a 9mm because they're just trying to, allegedly supposed to stop you, not kill you. But of course, it's a bullet. It's gonna kill you.
So a 40 could do much more damage than any. What is that? The most powerful one?
No.
No.
There's some that is super powerful. I couldn't tell you all of them. If you have a rifle, that's gonna hurt anything.
Can you use it in a drive-by?
I wouldn't want to. But people are doing it anyway. They're using it anyway in a drive-by, and the fact of not being able to control a gun or not being properly trained on the gun.
Right.
You're going to hit anybody and everything. So that's why they say a bullet doesn't have a name on it.
Yeah.
At the speed, the aim, the wind, the variable, how you're holding the gun, first time shooting, third time shooting, 100th time shooting, like, it's a question that I probably can't really answer, but people do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't run up. Hey, is that a 40 you got? Hey, I'm gonna get out the way.
Come with the 40.
I'm gonna get out the way.
Should they be scared? Like, nigga, I'm coming with the 40.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out the way. I'm about to go, see grandma. Go to a family.
Would you be scared if someone said that to you? That they got the 40 to come in?
If they're coming for me?
Yeah.
Would I be scared?
Yeah.
It depends on if I'm where. I mean, we're all gonna die at some point in time.
Do you own any? Are you allowed to say that?
Yeah, I own firearms.
Do you have anything like that's what I'm saying? So if someone came to you,
if someone came to me and I had mine, I would definitely try and talk to them first, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna pay a price for protecting myself because New Jersey has a no self-defense law. Mm-hmm. So I'm probably gonna be under the jail. Also have insurance for your firearms too. There are different things that cover you for a certain, hey, if somebody kicked in your door, if someone is holding a firearm and they have it pointing down and they're not doing nothing and you just shoot them, that's a totally different charge as opposed to them pointing it at you.
Yeah.
Then, hey, I fear for my life. So it's going to be repercussions anyway.
Okay, so in the movies, I think, I'm not sure what it was. But anyway, so the person got shot below the knee, I believe. Or if it's below the waist. You can't get like manslaughter or some shit like that. If you had to go to court, they found out you were a shooter.
I don't.
Like attempted murder charge. Like attempted murder, you get shot all up in here. You know what I mean? And you survived.
They can charge you with attempted murder with a plastic spoon, depending on how you use it. But they're gonna try and fry you. I'm not even gonna hesitate.
Is it worth it then?
They're gonna try and fry. Is it worth it? It's worth
is it still?
For,
I mean, is it worth it?
It's worth it for me to know that nobody came in this house and raped my sister, raped my grandmother, raped my mother, raped my dog. It's gonna be worth it for me to know that. Hey, guess what? I just stopped you from raping grandma. I am prepared to pay the cost for what I did. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna be like, oh, we're not going over there. Come in with that shotgun. Get out of my grandmama's cookies. Boom, 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 boom. You know, it's the difference. You better not walk on that floor. She just mopped. Boom, 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 boom. At the end of the day, if I'm protecting my loved ones, then it is what it is. If I'm just out doing something crazy and dumb, I'm going to eat that punishment too. I'm not the person that'll...
It's like the whole thing is that you can't stop people from... people with good backgrounds from doing dumb shit with their gun once they get their license. Like, there's no extended background check. There's no... Do they have reviews? Like, every, let's say, 3 years, 4 years, like, with our license, we renew our license. Do they do that with a firearm? Like, permit or, whatever? Like, do they recheck your background to make sure within that time frame you weren't doing anything foolish? Like you said, you had tickets somewhere, you had to go to court, you had to do this and that forth. Like,
I don't believe they do, but I know if you have to renew your license. I think every 4 years. I'm gonna take a look. Don't y'all look. 4 years,
and this nigga going in his wallet to make sure. See, that's what we talk about. Fucking trust issues, nigga. Trust issues. Fucking 4 years. Am I right? Look at your face. Look at your face.
Reading the card, it doesn't say anything about that. Now, would you like to read it and not show everybody?
Oh, I thought you were talking about your license.
Get off of it.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about your license.
That is a purchase permit.
Right, you're right. It doesn't it doesn't have like an expiration date. Wow. I think it should though. To be honest with you.
Why do I want it to expire?
I don't think so much of expiration. I think they should do a review every few years of those people that are in that county that have firearms that they legally obtain, to just check their background to make sure that they weren't involved or associated with anything that was foolish dealing with guns.
If anything happens, it's gonna go into into the computer in their system.
Oh, okay.
The state's gonna get it, and you're gonna lose you're definitely gonna lose your purchase the permit and all that stuff, and they're gonna come and collect your guns. So they will pop up at your house. Like, hey, who is it?
Don't do anything dumb, guys. Seriously.
You're not the Jehovah's Witness. Now you can't come in. But they will come and collect your firearms. People get in a lot of trouble where you have to turn yourself in. I've definitely heard somebody had to turn themselves in, have to turn over their firearm, and they had to go to jail.
Damn.
They had to go to jail for like 3 years.
Damn.
I think all he did was just flash. Like, what? Nah, bro,
Really?
chill. He did one of them chill. Like, bro, what are you doing? But people do, when you get that power, they lose it. They lose it. I mean,
that's anywhere.
Power is, if you've never had it, you're not going to know what to do with it. I mean,
Yeah.
If you've never commanded an audience, like, hey, everybody, I'm over here, that attention that you get from it, like, it is a rush. But if you go to the range, you've been shooting, you know about the firearm, you're not really impressed with it. If we teach our kids at a young age, like I don't know what the legal age is, but I know I went to the gun range one day.
I'm not doing that. I don't understand how people do that. Like 4 or 5 years old and they know how to shoot a gun.
I think this little girl was
scary to me.
I can't even give her. I can't give her age. She had to be like at least 7.
No, that's scary.
She came in with her dad. She had her own nice colored pink rifle. Mm-hmm. They gave her the chair, the block to put her gun, and she had her outfit on. She was there. She was shooting. Bang, bang. So she's there. Her dad's there. I'm here. Another guy's there that I normally see at the range. And she is hitting the bullseye. It was nothing. It was second nature to her. And I was like,
way better
whoa.
than some...
She was beyond better than me and the guy standing next. The guy standing next to me, he was really good.
Yeah.
And she's just shooting, hitting the target. I looked at him, he looked at me, I looked at her father, and I leaned back in the booth. Shelling technique is pretty good. He immediately started laughing. We all started laughing. And she's in her booth. And then she goes to show off mode. Daddy, look, I can hit your target. Took her rifle off of the block. Did a lean in, and another lean. Bang, 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 bang.
Wow. That's amazing.
Put my gun down like I'm in the wrong spot. I need to get to the class that she was at. She couldn't have been no more than 8. I can't even give her 8. She had to be like 7. Her front teeth was missing.
Oh.
And she was just cool. And the father looked at me and said, once I got her into it, that's all she was into. He said, I know. He said, I made a mistake a little on the way. I bought her a doll. She took that doll in the backyard. She shot that doll up.
Oh my God.
Shot the doll. It was her target practice thing. She shot the doll. I said, I'd never do that one. And it was an expensive doll. One of the new ones that came out, you have the commercials. The kids love them all the kids love them. And he said she shot that doll up. He said, but we get home, she had her own little bucket of ammo too. He said, when we get home, she takes her gun apart. She cleans it. She takes it completely apart. She takes my gun apart and cleans it. She takes the other guns in the house apart and cleans them and put them back together. She was 7. I was impressed. I was like, okay.
I'd be impressed
I know
too.
now.
I would be scared of a little girl.
As a black community,
Yeesh.
we are behind.
Oh.
Behind. I mean, we all do this anyway, but still, the things that we're taught to fear, such as firearms, that's what I'm telling everybody. You should get it. You should go to the range. You should get a feel of it. Because once as an adult you can become comfortable with it, you now teach your child proper gun safety. Because most adults, we teach our children what we learn and what we know from experience.
Yeah.
So for them to know it and not be impressed by it, oh, it's just a gun. Yeah, we got 1,000 of them in the house. I'm not gonna go out and shoot anybody. It's like it's exactly taking the power away from when someone shows you your first gun. You're like, whoa, what is this? It takes that away from you. And it makes you not normalize it. It has you put it into okay, I'm not really that impressed. You want to go shooting after school? We're going to the range. Like, no, we're just going to shoot in the field. Like, no, we're not going to do that. Because you just shouldn't do it, and you're not going to do it because you've already been educated on it.
Okay.
The non-education of things sometimes gives it power to when someone gets it. Like if you've never driven a car and somebody Your boy pulls up in a stolen car. You jump. Oh, we're having fun. What? But because you haven't been introduced to certain things, it now increases your. It makes you believe that you increase your value, and devalue what it. I mean, don't devalue the safety of it. Devalue the awe. Oh no! Look, it's just a Lamborghini. Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. My grandmother used to have one, but her Lamborghini, she had wheels and you had to pedal with it while she's driving. You know, the stick shift didn't work. You know,
I cannot.
You change the thought process on how you see things, and then you educate your child on it.
Okay.
Because it's great for them to learn, and now you know they've been doing this all their life. They're not going to go do nothing dumb. Well, I can't say that, but it lowers the risk of them doing something dumb. Agree or disagree?
I still disagree. I just think they're scary. I think, I'm more of I don't know. I'm grabbing a knife. I hear somebody coming through my door. You know what I mean? You're right. What happened if they have a gun? I get it. I guess I'm just, I don't know.
If you get one stab or one swing with a knife and you miss, chances are downhill for you.
I gotta hope for the best.
That is true. Or,
same thing with a gun. What if I miss them with a gun?
Well, if you have a gun and you're shooting at the range and your aim is not good, even though the emotion of the situation will change how you're going to aim the gun, you take the classes. Get the fear out. So that, boom. You're here. You're ready.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you don't practice with it, you don't use it correctly, you have to get familiar with it. It's just like your car. You're not going to be a great driver right away. You're going to have a couple of accidents. Not that you need to have accidents with the gun, but if you practice more at the range, you focus in and lock in on it, you're going to be better. I mean, we all know the more you do something, the better you get at it.
Yeah.
The more you practice talking with your heart, the better you are expressing yourself.
Absolutely.
The more you write down your goals, the better things work for you.
Absolutely.
The more you practice with your firearm, the better you become with it.
Absolutely.
The more you experiment with different ammo and different grains of ammo, you will find that your gun now fires a better way. Hey, it's not all over the place. Oh, I got a higher grain of ammo.
Yeah.
I can control it now. So I think it's important. I mean, nobody should have to go for a jog and get hunted down by two guys with a shotgun.
No. Not at all.
I mean, had he saw that and he had fired, they might have retreated. Because you don't really want to kill nobody. You want to be safe. So guess what? If I shoot in your direction, I miss you, maybe you'll leave me alone.
Yeah.
But you got a shotgun.
Yeah.
You're not out there hunting moose.
Yeah.
That was a hunting expedition. That's what I really feel it was. You tracked them down. You filmed it. It was your trophy. You filming it made it your trophy.
It's sad though. It's sad that it has to come to this. It's sad that it has to come to a point where everyone should protect themselves with something, especially with a firearm. You know what I mean? It's just sad. I don't like it. I hate this world right now.
I don't.
I do.
Fine. I mean, I don't hate it. But Strange Loki made this shirt. Kalanji, thank you very much.
Do you have her handles?
His handle.
His handle. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. She's gonna be fired next episode.
Sorry.
It's just gonna be my show. It's gonna be the Bored Mister.
Mister.
It is at Instagram. It's spelled STRANGELICO. Right there. Right there.
Oh, I got you.
Yep, right there. Oh, one of my favorite ones, but we'll watch that later.
He made the shirt?
Yes, he did.
What's up? That's what's
Yes,
up.
he did. I mean, yeah, he definitely made the shirt.
Support black businesses, people.
Exactly. What else? What else is important? Oh, I mentioned insurance. There are companies that will insure you for having your firearm. I have a company that if something happens, my gun gets taken, they will actually send a lawyer to come and retrieve my gun. If I get locked up, they send a lawyer to come and get me out of jail. Because in a shooting, you need to have coverage. You need to be able to say, hey, listen, look, You can see my door's been kicked in. Mm-hmm. This gentleman had a firearm. I saw the firearm. I protected my kids. Will you get in trouble? Of course. Will your lawyer get you out of trouble? Hopefully they will. Maybe you might not get in trouble, but I don't want anyone to have any false beliefs that believe, hey, I heard a noise. The neighbor was at the door. I shot through the door to get him. No. New Jersey won't even protect you if they come in your house, but I believe you would have a better argument of, hey, he came in the door with a shotgun and I shot. I'm pretty sure he came with a shotgun. He wasn't here to borrow the vacuum. He definitely wasn't about to bring me some pie that his wife made. He just got the shotgun.
Well, it's a yes for you. It's a no for me. I'm sorry.
You got to have a safe.
Please have a safe, everybody.
Your safe
high
definitely
tech,
needs to be bolted to the
so
wall,
high
bolted somewhere.
tech, please.
There are a lot
Jesus
of good
Christ.
safes out, too. There are a lot of good safes. IDs, facial recognition, finger recognition, sorry, I'm saying all types of stuff. Recognition, right? That's going to be the new word. Recognition! You gotta be safe. There's a lot of things, but Google everything.
Yeah.
Read everything. Don't
Please
just read
do.
this part. Read
do your
everything.
research.
Don't only listen to me because I can be wrong. Somebody's gonna look at this like he got firearms. I might get home like, what y'all guys doing? Hey, that's what.
Oh my God.
So you're gonna take that gun and the Xbox.
Stupid.
Terrible. Sorry. Nothing, obviously. Have a good one.
Oh my God.
But you never know. You never know. And what we all know what's going on in the world. You never know. I mean, somebody might think your house is the Capitol and storm it.
Okay, guys. That was a lot.
We're gonna get in trouble, right?
I don't think so. But thank you for listening to the Bored Milf. That concludes our episode. Thank you to my co-host, Rock. Enjoy your night.
I got something else to say, too. Check your own background first before you do this. Don't be having a criminal record. If you have a criminal record, you can get it expunged. Get it expunged. I mean,
good point.
Check your background first. Check your bank account. Check different things, because sometimes if you have too many, what the guy said, if you was like in debt by like a couple $1 million, we're not going to give you a firearm. I think someone said that to me. I can't really say the county, but I moved out of that county. But he was like, we got like a lot of debt. So what that got to say? I might tell you can get a gun and you might go rob a bank. If I was gonna rob a bank, why would I get a legal gun? That's dumb. Sure. But we're not gonna say that nothing about the city of Orange.
Oh my God. Good night.